Hey friends, welcome back. And I'm glad you're here today because we're diving into the truth that's hard to swallow. But it's one that brings freedom. We're talking about accountability, and our first topic is this. You and I are responsible for our own sins and mistakes. Let's pause and just let that sink in. If you're a new believer, the New Believer's Bible, New Living Translation by Greg Laurie, is the Bible that I suggest for you. So, you and I are responsible for our own sins and our own mistakes. Not our parents, not our friends, not our environments, us. Let's look at Jeremiah 31:30. In the New Living Translation, it says, "All people will die for their own sins. Those who eat the sour grapes will be the ones whose mouths will pucker." Now, back in those days, the Israelites had a saying. The parents have eaten sour grapes and the children's teeth are set on edge. Basically, they were saying we're suffering because of what our parents did. They were shifting the blame and avoiding accountability. But God said no more. He made it clear that each person is now held accountable for their own sins and their own choices. How often do we do the same thing today? We say things like, "It's because of how I was raised. If they hadn't treated me that way, I only did it because I was hurt." But accountability means we stop blaming and we start owning. God isn't interested in any of your excuses. He's interested in your growth. Trust me, I've had moments where I wanted to blame everybody but myself. But healing didn't come until I stopped pointing fingers and started looking in the mirror. Then when God began to change my heart, I could really see how it doesn't matter what anybody else has to say, what anybody else thinks, what other people's opinions, none of it matters. If you let God change your heart, none of it matters. You can call me names and we could get into a fight and say we're never going to talk to each other again, whatever the case may be. But because God has saved me and I'm a child of God, guess what? In 2 hours, I'm not going to care. Like, "Oh, you're still coming over for dinner? Great. Like, yes, come. Let me feed you. Let me give you a hug. I'm sorry that we just went through this." It's hard. It's hard to take accountability. It's not something that comes easy to a lot of people, especially nowadays. But blaming others only makes you dwell in bitterness more. And that's exactly where the devil wants you. Now, don't hear this and think God wants to shame you. That is not his heart. Accountability isn't about condemnation. It's about freedom. You can't grow from what you won't own. But once you confess it, God is ready to forgive you, heal you, and restore you. So here's a question for you today. Is there something you've been blaming others for? That deep down you know is all on you? Write it down. Talk to God. Ask Him for strength to take ownership in what is your side of the street. Because that's where your real change will begin. This isn't easy, but it's worth it. And stay with me because we're just getting started. Next, we're going to talk about what it really means to invite others into our accountability circle. Until then, stay rooted in the truth. Stay rooted in the truth and covered in grace. I'll see you in the next video.